So the Navy, for the most part, most of the folks in the Navy are on board ships. There are some that are on board on land, but most of us were on board ships. So I actually was stationed on board two separate ships. One was the USS Midway, which was an aircraft carrier. Anybody know what an aircraft carrier is? Yes.
Somebody that flies a plane or works in air.
So yes, well, an aircraft carrier, yes.
It's something that holds on the plane. It's like a boat that holds on the plane.
Exactly. So an aircraft carrier actually has planes on it, and the planes take off of the aircraft carrier in case there would be a battle, and then the planes can fly over the land and support the troops that are on the ground. The second ship that I was on was the USS Towers, which was a guided missile destroyer. Now, a guided missile destroyer is a much smaller ship, and the responsibility of that ship is to actually protect the aircraft carrier. So I actually brought some photos. This is the aircraft carrier that I was on. Again, you can pass that around. And that is the USS Midway. And this is the destroyer that I was on. And that is USS Towers. So as part of my responsibilities on board the ship, is I was an engineer. So I trained to be an engineer, and I worked as an engineer on board the ship. So what does an engineer do on board the ship? So anybody that has ever been on a boat, how many people have been on boats? Great. Do you know how the boats move through the water? How do they move through the water? There's an engine on the back, and it turns a propeller. Well, on board Navy ships, there are very, very large propellers. The propellers are probably the size of this classroom. So my job was to make sure that the engines that turned the propellers continued to move. We produced electricity so that the ship would continue to work, and we would have lights on the ship, and then also that the computers, so that the weapon systems would be powered up in the weapon system. So